I'm Josh Jackson, and I'm an account executive for Cisco Systems, and I support the Department of Homeland Security. So as cyber attacks are becoming more sophisticated, the US government is putting together guidance on how to protect against these attacks. We worked with CISA to integrate and enhance their protective DNS service so that we can reduce the amount of malicious activity on agencies, and the only way that we could do it was through AWS GovCloud. One of the reasons I love my job is supporting the Department of Homeland Security and the mission it provides. And since its inception in 2001, the sophistication of cyber attacks or attacks in general have become more complex. And through this journey on protecting critical infrastructure, and the Department of Homeland Security and CISA, or the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, we've seen that there's more need for public-private partnerships with Cisco and AWS, who have the scale and the ability to protect against these cyber attacks. And so our Cisco Umbrella product has been around for a long time now. And so we look to help secure the infrastructure on a continual basis. And with AWS, it's been helpful. So one specific part of Umbrella is that it integrates with protective DNS. So it's basically those resolvers and how the agencies are looking at the IPs of the agency, and how do we protect those from being malicious domains. So some numbers to look at the quantifiable. Umbrella sees about over 600 billion different domain requests across 38,000 enterprise customers. And so we're blocking a lot of these malicious attacks on a daily basis. One of the main reasons that we have AWS GovCloud and the need for it is around the controls, right? And having those security controls and the practices and policies in place. If we didn't have AWS and we didn't have the team supporting that mission, it would be a lot more difficult for individual users to try to do it on their own. So how Cisco and AWS work together with the Department of Homeland Security is these attacks and technology, as it continues to grow and become more sophisticated, it takes a team, and the only way that we're able to help the agencies and specifically the critical infrastructure is working in conjunction with AWS. One piece is that agencies are already using Cisco Umbrella and the integration with protective DNS at CISA. And one piece of advice would be that this gives you better visibility. This gives you the ability to scale a lot better your mission, and then use our threat intelligence as a collective with Cisco and AWS to help protect against cyber attacks that otherwise you wouldn't have on your own. The one thing I think that a lot of people should know about this relationship is that AWS has been a great partner of ours, and we are able to work really well together on the mission. And so I would say that anyone looking to work with Cisco and AWS, we would love for you to join us and work together to secure this country.